I think you all are safe and doing good in science. Students, in our previous lecture, we have completed respiratory system and I have explained you how respiration takes place in human. And today we will discuss about the transportation in human being. As you know that in the mechanism of breathing, we require oxygen in and we will throw carbon dioxide out. Then, how this oxygen is transported inside the human body? This is the main, we can say, funda that how the blood, the oxygen, the carbon dioxide, the waste material, the water, and other minerals are transported in human body. So, the main transport system in human body is our circulatory system. Circulatory system, as the its name indicate, circulatory means circulation in the whole body. The system consists of blood, capillaries, veins, and heart. And we know that the blood transport food, oxygen, and waste product. And the constituents of blood are plasma, RBC, WBC, and platelets. What is the full form of RBC? Red blood corpuscles, whereas WBC, white blood corpuscles, and platelets. Plasma transport food, water, carbon dioxide, and nitrogenous waste, whereas RBC, red blood corpuscles, transport oxygen, and white blood cells kill harmful microbe and provide immunity and protect our body. And platelets help in clotting of blood. And whenever there is loss of blood during injury, they help us by making a web like structure. Okay. And what are the functions of artery veins? Artery, these are the blood vessels which carry pure blood from the heart to all part of the body. They are thick walled and do not have walls. Whereas vein carry impure blood from all part of the body to the heart, and they are thin walled and have walls which prevent the backflow of blood inside the body. Okay. Then capillaries, where this artery and vein cannot reach, we can say they are the network between the artery and vein. They are very narrow blood vessels which connect artery and vein together. They help in exchange of food, water, oxygen, and carbon dioxide between the blood and the cells take place through the capillary. So I think the different components which help in transportation in human beings are understood, and the main thing which pump the blood, that is called heart. Our human heart is a muscular organ which pump blood to all part of our body, and we have four chambered. The upper chambered are called atrium or atria, and the lower chambers are called ventricles. Since the ventricle pump blood to different part, its walls are thick than the atrium. The right and the left chamber are separated by a dividing wall which is called spectum. SEPTUM. It prevents the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Okay. If the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, or we can say the pure and the impure blood, mix with each other, then it can decrease the efficiency level of our body. As we all are multicellular organism, the energy requirement are very much in our body as compared to other. Therefore, there is a separation which prevent the intermixing of pure blood as well as impure blood. The atrium and ventricles have walls between them to prevent blood flowing back. As I have told you that these walls, they help the blood not to flow at back side of the body. Okay, now here you can see the structure of our human heart, or we can say the heart is a muscular organ which is as big as our fist. What is fist? When we combine all our 5 fingers, then it become a fist, or in Hindi we call fist as a our, we can say, muthi. Okay, here there is a working of human heart and how the circulation of blood is taken. Then let us discuss the working of human heart. Okay, when the left atrium relax, oxygenated blood from the lungs flows into through the pulmonary vein, or we can say that pulmonary vein collect all the pure blood from left atrium, from lungs, and supply to the left atrium. When it contracts, the left ventricle expand and the blood flows into it. Then the left ventricle contract and the oxygenated blood is pumped through the aorta to all other part of the body. Okay, we can say the largest artery present in our body is aorta. After circulating through all part of the body, the deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium through the vena cava. If you see the structure of human heart, then you can see there are one superior vena cava and another one is inferior vena cava. These both the vena cavas collect the blood from the body and enters through a right atrium. And who collect this all? The vena cava help the impure blood to be collected in right atrium for to be transported to lungs for addition of oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide. When the right atrium contract, the left ventricle expand and the blood flows into it. Then the right ventricle contract and the blood is pumped to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. Okay, so pulmonary artery is a blood vessel which collect all the impure blood from human heart and proceed it to lungs. In the lungs, the carbon dioxide is removed and oxygen is absorbed, and the oxygenated blood again enter the left atrium and the process repeat. As I have told you that in lungs we have alveoli, which are the site for exchange of gases. That is the place in our lungs where the oxygen and carbon dioxide are transported to each other. Since the blood flows through the human heart twice in one cycle, therefore it is called double circulation. It is a very important question. Many times it comes in your exam that what is double circulation and why the blood circulate 2 times in our body. So the working of human heart you can explain, and this flowchart also you can explain that how the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood is circulating inside our human heart and the oxygenated blood is transported to the body. Then the last component which is very important in our transportation, that is lymph. Lymph is a colorless fluid present in the intercellular spaces. What are intercellular spaces? Intercellular spaces means the space between the two cells. It is formed from the plasma which escape from the capillaries. The lymph drains into lymphatic capillaries As we have blood vessels and blood capillaries, same we have lymphatic capillaries also, which form lymph vessels and join into large veins. Lymph transport digested fat and drains an excess of fluid from the intercellular space back into the blood. They are very important for us. It contains lymphocytes which kill germs and protect our body. So today in this video we have completed all the main components of transportation like blood, the different components of blood, artery, vein, capillary, human heart, and working of human heart, and how the double circulation takes place inside a human heart is explained in this video. In next we will discuss that how many types of chambers we have different in mammals, birds, amphibian, reptilias, and fish. So till then you revise the working of human heart, and if you have any doubt you may ask me in your live classes. Thank you. Have a nice day.